In this video, I'll be going over some of the TRD off-road specific features, as well as things that I like and dislike about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. Now let's get started with some of the TRD off-road features. Now starting off, I'm here in two-wheel drive, so let's flip it over to four-wheel drive high first. Now that it's solid, the four-wheel drive has been engaged. From here I can go into neutral, push, and turn into four-wheel drive low. Curl mode allows 5 speeds from low to high, and it will essentially be your cruise control while off-road. It works in both forward and reverse. Right now I have it set to 1. You'll hear a lot of noise. That's just the brakes and engines keeping the speed exactly at 1 mile per hour. The TRD off-road also has a multi-terrain select. Next to the crawl control, there's a button on the left. I'll push that MTS button. And now it pulls up 5 options, starting with mogul in the middle, rock dirt, rock, loose rock, and mud sand. The TRD off-road also comes with Bilstein 4600 shocks. While this is the entry-level Bilstein, I imagine most people will upgrade these to the Bilstein 5100 when replacing, but nice to see that it comes with Bilstein shocks from the factory. Another option that comes standard with the TRD off-road package is Kevlar tires. The TRD off-road package comes stock with a skid plate as well as a locking rear differential. The TRD off-road also comes with an outlet here in the rear. Has a built-in inverter and a switch on the dash to activate it. I haven't used it that often, but it has come in handy when I need it. Starting on the left here, we have our on, off, or door. This also activates the rear bed lights. In the middle, we have auto high beams. Nice feature when you're driving at night, rather than pulling the stalk or pushing the stalk to turn on the high beams. Simply press this button and it will turn off your high beams as you approach other vehicles. The third button there, the bottom row, will turn on the inverter to use the outlets in the rear. A feature that I like more than I expected was the power sliding rear window. In the lower dash, we have this rear push button. And that opens the rear sliding window. I can pull it and it will close. The TRD off-road comes standard with a QI wireless charger. Now, unlike some other vehicles that were quickly charged fast, I have had some problems with this charger. I don't use it very often. It overheats my phone. I've seen on forums people calling it a burrito warmer or taco warmer. You'll see if I put my phone here, I have the switch on. It's not charging. I can move it around, doesn't pick it up. It has to be in this very front quarter. It'll eventually start charging there, but again, charges slow, it overheats, and most of the time I have my phone plugged in to use the Apple CarPlay. The Toyota has provided some additional storage behind the rear seats. Starting behind the driver, this is the single rear seat. We can lift up the bottom portion here and access a storage with a lock door. Also behind the seat, we have some additional storage. Moving on to the remaining 2 rear seat storage, we can also lift up this. And there's a similar box, but this one contains the jack as well as some additional storage. Similarly to the other side, we can also lay flat. The seats have additional storage here behind. The rear seats can fold flat, creating a large space to store additional items, as well as the storage behind the seats. The Toyota Tacoma is equipped with 14 cup holders. It's almost as much as a minivan. There are 2 in each of the door, 2 here behind the center console, 2 in front of the center console, and 2 more in front of the gear selector. However, each of the cup holders are quite small. They don't fit a Nalgene or any oversized bottles, just your standard bottle However, you do get 14 cup holders. The Tacoma has 4 main screens. The first 3 here under the I menu are all programmable. You can select what you'd like on the top and on the bottom. Same with the second page, you can select what you like on the top and the bottom, as well as the third page. There's also a home button where your right thumb is on the steering wheel, and that'll take you back to that first screen that you program under the I menu. I have this set up so all 3 screens show my speedometer, I like seeing the digital speed, and then I have it set to trip elapsed time, distance to empty on the second menu, and then my tank average fuel economy on the third menu. The fourth option here under the I menu is time until rest. If you're doing a long road trip, you can set a certain number of hours that you would like it to warn you to pull over, take a break, take a rest. Not a feature that I've used, but it's neat to see that Toyota offers this. The second menu is the vehicle diagnostics. This first screen shows our cruise control as well as our lane departure warning. It's not an actual lane tracing assist, so it won't move the steering wheel for you, but it will just beep if you go outside the lines. The second menu here is our tire PSI. The third menu is our roll and pitch indicators. We can see here I'm on fairly level ground, but if you are off-roading, you can use this to gauge your Tacoma's roll and pitch. The third menu is messages, if the vehicle has any warning lights or messages to display. And the fourth menu is our settings menu. This is where we can select the drive info displayed under that I menu. 1 is going to be your home, 2 and 3. You can also select language, units, pop-up display, accent color. I have mine set to yellow. Another neat feature within the settings menu of the Tacoma is the ability to custom select the home screen on your center dash. By holding the home button with your right thumb on any of these screens within the center dash, you can then select that screen to become the new home menu rather than the default home menu provided by Toyota. A couple of things that I added to my Tacoma is the quad fold tonneau cover. I really wanted the quad fold so it fit up even smaller, taking up less of the bed than the tri-fold. This is not a Toyota part, it's an aftermarket part. I did add the Toyota mat here. It's very nice to have, helps protect items that are in the rear from sliding around or being damaged or scratched. Another option this Toyota has is the black slip-on exhaust tip. It installs easily, tightens with 1 bolt, and it's available on Amazon Aftermarket. Toyota offers it in chrome or black. Now we'll try a quick 0 to 60. Thank you for watching this 1-year review of my 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 in Army Green. Let me know if you have any questions, want to see additional pictures or videos. Overall, I'm very pleased with this vehicle. It has a lot of nice amenities, it's excellent off-road, great with towing, gets decent gas mileage. I usually average between 19 and 21 miles per gallon. So it covers a lot of bases. Overall, I'm very pleased with my purchase.